What? I don't know why I'm, what's the word, beating around the bush. Good morning. I've just woken up. It is about 6:45 and I'm gonna go for my walk. I had a terrible sleep last night and I don't know why. So I'm feeling tired, very tired. But anyway, I wanted to start this vlog and film a daily vlog. And the first thing I do straight away when I wake up is go for a walk. So that is what I'm gonna do. After my walk, which is now, I normally have breakfast and sit down and do Bible study for however long I feel I need it. Sometimes it's half an hour, sometimes it can be a couple hours. So that depends day to day. I think most people prefer to wake up and spend time in the Bible first thing in the morning, which I can understand would be so much more beneficial. But if I procrastinate my walk, I will lose motivation. So I like to do that first thing in the morning. And on that walk, I normally listen to a audiobook, a podcast, or nothing at all. And I just spend time with Jesus. But yeah, after my walk, I do spend time reading my Bible, which is actually one of my favorite parts of every single day. I love reading my Bible so much. But I am gonna have breakfast. I think I'm just gonna have yogurt and granola, and I do need to take my CMOS as well, which I normally do before my walk, but I forgot. I studied for about an hour. I have to say, I am reading the Bible, like you would think that I'm flying through it because I'm reading like 1 to 2 hours a day, but I'm reading it so slowly because I try and read each passage and chapter and verse multiple times. This is my study Bible. As you can see, I have lots of notes everywhere. I try and put what I can in my Bible. If not, I just write notes in my journal. This is kind of a journal for everything related to Jesus, my thoughts, Bible, all of that. I do try and put what I can in my Bible though, because when I read back over it, I like to have my notes in here, but it is hard sometimes because I don't have a lot of space and I don't really want to cover the words in the Bible, so whatever I can't fit in here goes in my journal. But yeah, I've been reading the Bible very slowly, which is fine. I would rather have the habit of reading my Bible every single day and showing up than trying and understanding it than trying to read it super quickly. I've just started reading Matthew, and I'm having the best time. I am following a guide on the best way to read the Bible. But yeah, I've recently started Matthew and yeah, like I said, I'm having the best time. But yeah, I am reading it slowly because I like to just take everything in and understand and do my notes and everything like that. And then I also have this journal, which is actually for my Bible verses. I wanted a way where I could remember the Bible verses more. And so I came up with like a weekly, so every week I kind of pick a word that aligns with how I'm feeling, thinking, or something that I want to work on. And then around that word, I pick a Bible verse to pretty much study for the week. Before I get into Bible study, I try and recall the verse that I am remembering. So I go over it every single day to try and remember that as well. So I have, my 2 journals, my study Bible, and my study Bible is an NIV, and I do have another compact Bible that will sit on my bedside table and just be easier for me to travel around with it, because this is a big Bible, which I love, but I also wanted a smaller Bible. But anyway, yeah, I'm finished with Bible study for the day. I'm pretty sure I only read, what did I read? Matthew 5 to 6. Yeah, I read Matthew 5 through to 6. But I'm having a good time. I think now I'm going to just quickly finish up a video. I edited, I think like 95% of it yesterday. I just need to rewatch it through and just check that. So I think I'm gonna do that, and then I have other little bits that I need to do on the computer. I need to answer some emails and stuff. So I think I'm gonna do that. This morning is just past 9:30, and then I'm not really sure what I'm getting up to. I also want to spend some time on my Instagrams because I have a Bookstagram account, and I don't think I've posted for about a month. One, because I haven't been reading, but two, I was renovating the house and I just didn't have the time for that platform. And a lot of people have unfollowed me. And the more that it happened, the more disheartening it was for me. And I didn't really know what to do with that space. I wanted to keep my lifestyle content and my bookish content separate. I do have a lot of other hobbies than just books, and I didn't really know what to do with that space. And I was sitting on it last night and I was talking to God, just giving my feelings and everything to him for guidance. I think this is why I also wasn't sleeping very well last night, because I just have so many thoughts running through my head about everything. And I feel like the following count doesn't matter, because that's like a selfish thing for me. And it doesn't matter if I have one person following me or 1,000 people following me. I still want to be true and authentic and share what needs to be shared. So I think I'm going to refresh my page on Bookstagram, and it's the same with TikTok. I haven't been on that platform either for a really long time. I prefer long form content. I enjoy it more. I tend to talk quite a bit. So yeah, I just enjoy it more, but I feel like I need to refresh my Bookstagram account and just get back on there, because I feel like my direction with the books that I am now reading has changed, and I feel like there is also like-minded people that I can find and just kind of create a space that I am inspired and passionate about, rather than trying to follow what everyone else is doing. So I'm going to spend some time this morning also doing that. So I got to edit my YouTube video, answer some emails, refresh my social medias, my short form social media, and I think that's about it. I did want to start writing to-do lists every single day to hold me accountable so that I can stay productive every single day. So I might do that as well. But yeah, it's 9:30 and I gotta go and do that. My computer work took me way longer than I anticipated. It is now like 2 p.m. 2:20 p.m. But I was having some difficulty with refreshing my Bookstagram page. I don't know why I'm, what's the word, beating around the bush? Yeah, that's the right saying. I'm beating around the bush. I want to be more open about my faith online. I've been very nervous to share my faith. I don't think it needs to be this like huge thing, obviously, but when it comes to religion, there is a lot of rejection and judgment, I fear. So I have been a little bit nervous to be open about it, but I feel a little bit convicted and I need to be more open about it. I'm not ashamed of it, so I don't know why I'm hiding it. I would like to include more about my faith in my videos. It's obviously not going to be everything that I talk about, but I don't want to hide. I don't want to hide it. And I think this comes back to my Bookstagram. I obviously am a very big reader. I always have been. And after finding Jesus and my faith, I feel like I've been on a little bit of a journey on discovering what books I now want to read. In the beginning, I didn't want to give up the books that I was reading, and then it kind of just hit me that I actually don't want to read these books. Hence, in my last video, my book Unhaul, I have just been getting rid of books that I no longer know that I will enjoy reading. And yeah, so my Bookstagram has been a little bit of a situation I didn't know how to tackle because of my new way of reading. I don't really know. This is why I got stuck, because I was trying to redo my Instagram bio. And yeah, I'm obviously a baby Christian, so there's still lots that I'm learning every single day. I am still reading romance, fantasy, general fiction. I'm trying to stay away from smut, spicy books, dark romance, and I really want to get into more biblical reads and just books by Christian authors. So that is a journey that I'm going to take. I'm probably going to read books that other Christians will probably say it's not good, but anyway, I am tackling that journey, which has been hard but also easy, if that makes sense. So me trying to update my Bookstagram has been taking me a while, because I now also want to go through and archive some photos of some books that I would no longer recommend. But yeah, I've just been trying to update that space with what aligns with me. Anyway, it still needs some work. Now being 2 o'clock, I actually don't know what I'm gonna do. I wanted to clean out my junk room. Not really my junk room, but I have boxes and things that I need to sort through and things that need to get donated. But I don't know if I should do that or if I should keep doing my planning and social media stuff. Yeah, I feel like this day has been a bit frazzled because I've been at the computer all day. I'm still, I kind of do want to sit at my computer for a little bit longer, because I also want to get a new profile picture for my Bookstagram at some point. But yeah, I want to spend some more time refreshing my Bookstagram, I think. I also have to do the washing, and I will have to go outside and do some gardening at some point. Not gardening, watering. It is kind of gardening. Anyway, too much talking. I will update you guys when I actually do something. It hasn't actually been that long since I last updated the vlog. My hair is down because I was getting a headache. Anyway, I feel like my last clip was a little bit confusing, so I do just want to add that the books you read is obviously completely up to you. Anything that you do is completely up to you, and it's about your personal conviction. I am obviously on this walk of finding out what I feel comfortable reading and what does convict me. So I think that comes back to, I might read books that other people might not feel comfortable reading,
And that, I think, comes down to a personal choice and personal convictions. I am working on mine and seeing what I feel comfortable with. And that is why I have unhauled some very spicy books, because I don't feel comfortable reading spice anymore. There is a few books on here that people would probably say not to read, like the last 2 books. I still have to read the last 2 books of Elsie Silver. But as I pick up books off my physical TBR, I'm just gonna have to get better at DNFing books if they make me feel convicted. But I did just want to say that it is a personal preference and how your walk is and how you personally feel. Anyway, I am going to have some time away from my computer. I'm gonna see if I should start in that room, or I might just get out in the gardens and spend some time outside. I think I'm gonna end this vlog here. Hopefully it was okay. I think it was a bit of a chatty one, so I do apologize for that. I know chatty vlogs are not always the most entertaining to watch, but I am gonna try and get better at filming some daily vlogs so they're in more real time for you guys. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I appreciate you all so much. If you wanted to check out other social medias, they're all linked below, and I hope you subscribe and come back for the next video.